Hey guys! Welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Last time, we defeated Seymour once again. This time, you all know what's going to happen this time. This is probably tied with the laughing scene as the most iconic scene in the entire game. And I thought about it for, about 5 minutes before I started recording. What was I going to say about this scene? And nothing really came. So I may be mostly silent, or I may kind of talk about my own kind of experience with it. This was a scene
I
that
always thought that this would be easier somehow.
I actually
I thought
had.
that everyone would help me, with all my friends together beside me. I've been trying so hard.
Yeah, like I was saying, this is a scene that I actually had a save file of right before it so that I could watch
Maybe
it over and over again. I didn't watch it that many
you're
times.
trying too hard.
But
They
anyway.
told me. Everything.
Everything? Well, so then... you know.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just, all those things I said. Like, let's go get Sin, or about Xanarkand. I didn't know what would happen to you, Yuna. I guess... I hope it didn't make you sad.
There's not really a lot I can add to this scene, really.
Forgive me.
It's voice acted relatively well considering the rest
I
of the game.
wasn't sad. I was happy.
It's updated slightly in this version. Not really. Like any of the cinematics aren't updated in the HD version, but the facials are a little bit better and stuff like that. And I don't know.
Yuna,
I've always liked this scene. Some people don't.
just don't do it.
The pilgrimage?
Yeah. That's right. Forget all about Sin. About being a summoner. Forget all of that. Live a normal life. Come on now, Yuna, what do you say?
Maybe I will.
Well, that's not the answer we expect.
Wouldn't everyone be surprised?
Yeah. Except Riku. She'd be with you. Lulu and Waka wouldn't hold out long.
Kamari would say yes, too, I know. But Sir Orin...
I'll make him understand, Yuna. It's the least I can do for you.
No, I should tell him. He deserves it.
Some awesome scenery around
What'll
here.
I do if I give up my pilgrimage?
Hey! Xanarkand! Let's go to Xanarkand! Not the one in Spira, the one I'm from.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we can all fly there. Everyone can go. Then, we'll have a big party at my place.
And then we could see Blitzball.
That's right.
Your Xanarkand Abes would play?
Yeah.
We could all watch you play, in the stadium all lit up at night. I'd cheer and cheer till I couldn't cheer anymore.
Yeah, right on.
Well, what about after the game?
We'd go out and have fun.
In the middle of the night?
No problem. Xanarkand never sleeps. Let's go to the sea. Before the sunrise. The city lights go out one by one. The stars fade.
And here he was saying
Then
that the city never
horizon
sleeps.
glows, almost like it's on fire.
But all the lights go out, so technically I guess it sleeps.
It's kinda rose-colored, right? First in the sea, then it spreads to the sky, then to the whole city. It gets brighter and brighter, till everything glows.
I love me a good
It's really
sunrise.
pretty.
And a good sunset.
I know you'd like it.
I'd like to see it. Someday.
Well, you can, Yuna. We can both go. You...
I can't. I just can't. I can't go.
And this is a lot of people's favorite cinematic in the entire game, and I don't fault them for it. It's one of the most beautiful cutscenes in Final Fantasy history, really.
Yuna...
It's got great music, incredible visuals, and it's a powerful emotional moment. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the reveal of the far plane, just because there's so much less information about the far plane than there is about the relationship between these two. But this is awesome as well. It's a very, very close second, at least in my book. Yeah, probably the biggest reason I think why back in the day I wanted to have a save file right next to this scene was, you know, half of it was for the scene and the other half was for the song. You know, I've always been a huge J-pop fan, but you know, back in the day, you know, when we didn't have a whole bunch of YouTube, we didn't have the ability to listen to all of these songs whenever the hell we wanted to. So I spent a good amount of time, you know, having save files right before songs that I really liked. Final Fantasy IX, I had one right at the end of the game so that I could replay the final boss just to get the song. And I've heard some people call this scene here a sex montage, and, well, I can see the perspective that would lead to it. I like to think of it as a much more loving embrace than, you know, just a sex montage. So, yeah, we're going to stay away from that one, I think. It's an emotional release for everyone, definitely, but I think it just kind of settles the relationship and, you know, brings it up as, you know, they are now, you know, together. They're not just teasing around it anymore.
I'll continue. I must. If I give up now, I could do anything I wanted to. And yet,
You've had your life set on this for your entire life.
even if I was with you, I could never forget.
It would be hard to abandon something that you've worked your entire life toward.
I'll go with you.
What?
I'm your guardian. Unless I'm fired.
For sleeping with the boss? Damn right you're fired, buddy.
Stay with me. Until the end. please.
Not until the end. Always.
And I'll continue to point
Always,
out
then.
that Titus is, you know, this force of change. Kamari's like, what the hell did I just witness? And he's gone.
Maybe you should head back to camp first.
Oh, starting to hide it from everybody. Look at that.
Roger.
But yeah, like I was saying, Titus is this force for change. You know, he's trying to change the kind of the way that people think with his different attitudes. You know, he isn't indoctrined. I don't know why they do this. You get a freaking achievement for watching the scene that's part of the game. Stupid. But yeah, he starts to change the way... My controller fell asleep. He changes the way things go for people because he has this outsider perspective. And I think that's continued here. You know, Yuna's always been resigned to die in the end. That's been her goal. You know, she's going to summon Sin,
Wait.
save the world,
I'll go with you.
and she'll die. Titus is like, no. We're going to beat this, but you're not going to die. That's what he's trying to instill in her by, you know, making that point there. Yeah, we're not hiding that anymore, are we? Not that I think Kamari would be out telling people, you know, what he just saw. Probably trying to, you know, look the other way, give them a little bit of privacy. Or he just doesn't care at all. And if you recall what we did last time, we spoke with Riku about, you know, trying to convince Yuna to stop her pilgrimage. And so that was the reason for that little exchange there.
Sir Orin? Waka? Lulu? Kamari? Riku? Everyone, we leave at dawn.
Some of those names just kind of almost seemed like they were
And-
clipped. It's really weird. Strange delivery.
I'm sorry for putting you through all this.
And yes, they
And,
never mentioned
Enough.
Titus's name. You had the ability
You need your rest.
to name him, so they never say his name aloud.
Yes.
Not until Final Fantasy
Good night.
X Will, which is the little audio drama thing that was included with this game, which I will be showing off the Final Fantasy X after story either at the end of this, or if I decide to, you know, I'll know closer to the end of this game whether I'll be doing Final Fantasy X too. And so at that point, I'll choose whether I'll cut that right at the end or if I'll cut that at the start of Final Fantasy X-2, assuming that I do end up Let's Playing that. So back here we get a Lucid Ring, which is nice. Now, you can do a few things at this point. There's Riot and Pavel. You can do a little bit of backtracking and do something here. You can't go into Pavel now. There's a guard there, and he'll chase you off every single time. But if you go back here, you can talk to this kid here. Your dad's late, huh? Maybe you forgot where we were supposed to meet. Is this like a... Do we have to do this in every single Final Fantasy game? There's always two people that are supposed to meet somewhere, and then they forget where they were supposed to meet, or they mix up where they're supposed to meet. So you go back, you talk to those two, and then you backtrack again, go back to where we stayed, I believe, in here, and he'll only appear, I think, after talking to them, or maybe you have to zone out or something like that. But they're nowhere in sight. Well, they're waiting over there, so you should probably go do that. And then we're going to follow you. And when we do, get out of my way. For some reason, they have this little quest, but they make you do it twice. So you go here. Finally met up with husband. Can't thank you enough. But they don't say anything else unless you talk to them again. But the sun ran off. Unless you get that piece of dialogue, the sun will not show up. And you may need to do both. I'm not sure, but I just talk to them twice each time just to make my life easier so I don't run all the way up here and then have to run all the way back down and talk to them again. But yeah, once you do that, the lady who was blocking this off earlier has moved on, and the kid will be up here. Feels like there's something around here. Wonder what it could be. You might want to remember this place. Well, thanks, buddy. I think I will, and we'll come back here later. Can't do much of anything here for the moment, but we will be able to do it before too long. And now the happy family is reunited with each other. Awesome. Okay. There's no real reason to head backward right now. There's nothing extra we can do yet. But if we go forward a little bit, there might be a reason you may want to head backward. And I'll be doing a whole whack ton of stuff. This is actually the point in the plot where things... It's not that they change so much as when you get here, it opens up. It's been rather linear, and you know, the straight narrow hallways, Final Fantasy 13. Everyone knows kind of the joke there. But now is when it opens up. It doesn't open up to the same extent that Final Fantasy 13 opens up, but I don't know. I'm much more of a fan of this game than Final Fantasy 13, so I'll take it, even though most of the stuff we can do now is just tedious and annoying. But, oh well. We'll watch some more cutscenes and take a look at the expansive Calmlands.
Long ago, the High Summoners fought Sin here.
Okay.
The road ends here.
Oh?
Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
But we can see the end of the plains.
Many summoners stray from their path and lose their way here.
Okay. We'll have to be careful then, I guess. Or we could take a nap. That works too. It does seem very relaxing. Assuming it's not too hot.
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
It's one hell of a promise. Alright. So, the Calmlands it is.
Let's go.
This is the place of everyone's nightmares if you've
I told Yuna
done
I would
everything
find a
in this
way.
game.
I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
But don't worry, actually, I should probably check on my equipment. Start putting on elemental weapons once again. I don't remember what I want for you for an elemental weapon. I believe you want ice. And we'll leave well enough alone for now. Here he is. Macon is back.
Perhaps you'd like to know a bit about these plains.
Yeah, for sure, buddy. Do tell.
As you know, these plains were once a battlefield. A great battle between Bavel and Zanarkand, a melee of Machina. That war left this place a barren, lifeless land. Then time passed. The summoners took note of this uninhabited land. Great battles could be fought here with no harm to the common folk. Perfect for a final battle with Sin, as it were.
Okay.
Summoners wait here, ready to perform the final summoning. Ah, to know what they must feel. In any case, when Sin is defeated here, the calm will visit Spira once more.
Hence the name Calmlands.
That's why this place is now known as the Calmlands. Exactly who dubbed it so is unknown. And that, as they say, is that.
Gotta get your line in there, eh, buddy? Anything
Oh
else?
dear, I almost forgot to tell you something. There's a chasm, a great rend in the earth in these parts. A scar left from High Summoner Gandalf's bitter battle with Sin 400 years past.
Okay. Anything else?
Like to hear about this place once more?
No, once is good enough.
What a pity.
What a pity. Indeed. Alright. So, the enemies around here, we have Machina guys, you can steal from them. The airborne guys use poison, and the doggies will die really easily, but they can use sleep and silence on you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take out you, and I'm going to take out you. And yeah, they inflict sleep a lot of the time with their normal attacks, and the other ones inflict poison a lot of the time. Oh wow, you actually hit something in the air. I expected you to miss, but okay, that's fine too. I wanted to see what I could steal from them, but I'm pretty sure it's a poison fang. These guys give you dream powder, which is different from sleeping powder. I think it has a higher % chance or something like that of inflicting sleep on your enemy. I still think it hits multiple enemies, I think. Lulu doesn't need to do much of anything right now.
Let's end this.
Bring in Yuna. So basically what I'm going to do with Yuna now that she has Steel, since she wasn't doing much in battles anyway, is she'll probably just be stealing herself. And bring in Titus to kill some more enemies. Look at that damage. Awesome. Okay. And we'll continue to head down here. Do note that this guy here, if you're ever lost, you follow him and you'll go back to Bavel, which it's very difficult to get lost around here, but sure, why not? You'll also want to build up any Aeon Overdrives you don't have already maxed out. And I have them all maxed out, so that's good. Make life easier on me going forward. But yeah, make sure you build them all up while you're in the Calmlands here. Okay, we do have another new enemy here. The Flans. Make sure to steal from the Flans. The Flans can... Probably should have healed before this fight. Kill you. Bring in Riku. Steal from you. And there's Silence. But you do want to steal from these guys because they allow you to steal fire gems. And fire gems will be useful for something coming up that I want to do with them. So we'll want to make sure that we have enough of those. I think it's either 4 or 8. I can't remember how many I'm going to want. So chances are just steal from them once or twice every battle. It should be more than enough to get what you need. Bring in Yuna. She can steal. Or fail. That works too. Wake up! And... I can't remember if Waka did anything or not. I think he does enough to overkill. He does. And Lulu to finish off this guy. Unfortunately...
Well then, what next?
Because I still have a whole bunch of spells, or sphere levels set up, I don't have enough damage to overkill these guys. Oh, I do! Probably not by a lot, but you probably want to use Blizzaga on them, because I don't think you can consistently kill them with a level 2 elemental spell. Alright, so once you get down here, something will show up, and this is something that... actually, I should probably heal before I run too much further there. Close enough. But yeah, this guy, if you go and talk to him, Rin's Traveling Agency, at your service. Now, this is a unique shop that is only here now, and it sells items that are a lot different from the other items that you would normally have access to. Something like a malleable staff might actually be worth picking up. I wouldn't recommend it. We're going to have access to something with Magic plus 10 and 2 empty slots for Yuna in the next area anyway, so I wouldn't worry about it, but it's there if you feel the need to have all 4 slots. The Shapeshifter is basically useless. This one is unique because the Buckler has magic counter on it. And sorry if that was making vibrating sounds, that's my phone ringing. I'll throw it over there. The magic counter is something that's usually, in fact, every other time other than this one, it is on a weapon, but now it's on a shield, and I think that's actually a worthwhile purchase for Titus. So I'm going to buy that for him, and I'm going to equip that on him. So every time he's targeted with a spell, he'll counter not with another spell, but a physical attack, which is what he does best. So I want that. I don't have any need for this one. Though the Savior Bangle I will pick up. I don't need it right now, but Stoneproof and Silence-Proof, as I mentioned before, the wards, 50% resistance, the proofs, 100% resistance. So Stone and Silence, very, very good to have those for Lulu there. Specifically the Silence, but the Stone will help too. This is entirely useless, so don't bother to pick that up. You can pick up the Auto Med if you want. Basically, when one of your characters is attacked, Riku in this case, will be able to counter with remedies and antidotes and stuff like that. I don't find it particularly useful right now, but and if you don't get it now, you can use your own remedies to put Auto Med on any armor that you already have. So anyway, do you have any unique items? I don't think you do. We maxed out our high potions already, and from fighting all of those enemies in the high bridge there in Bavel, they did drop a lot of Phoenix Downs, so I've got a lot more Phoenix Downs than I did before. But yeah, there's nothing else particularly here we need to buy. But yeah, once you get far enough away from this guy, this shop will never be available again. So if you want that shield or the armor for Lulu, I'd make sure to pick them up now, because you won't have the chance to. Anyway, that's pretty much all the time we have for today. Next time we will continue through the long Calm Lands, and we're going to head to the middle there. There's a kind of a camping station, or like a supply station there. I guess that fuels this thing. And yeah, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.